Hey guys, hi, Bryson here. Welcome to my show. And today, by the way guys, I'm gonna be honest here, okay? For the past few days, I've been obsessed with Puerto Rico, okay? I've been looking up houses over there, apartments over there, cars over there, furniture over there, pets over there. I've been looking at every single thing in Puerto Rico because, by the way, if you guys don't know, I'm moving over there potentially in June. In April, this April, I'm gonna go over there and visit, okay? So maybe by the time you watch this video, I'm already there. I'll let you guys know, okay? But overall, this video right here is about how farmers basically survived the storm. Tell me, what does this have to do with money and spending? Well, in reality, it should have something to do with it because, by the way, if there's a storm, there has to be a budget. How much money are you gonna have in the house? All this stuff. So I'm curious to see exactly how this family right here survived this storm. By the way, the video has over almost 8,000 views. On top of that, it's by NBC, so I'm looking forward to it, okay? Now, if you guys are new here, I post videos every single day, so make sure to also subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified. And on top of that, also destroy the like button. Now, without further ado, let's see exactly what this family did when the storm came to Puerto Rico. By the way, guys, when I was actually a kid, my grandfather was actually big on farming. He didn't have like his own farm. We didn't have that much money, obviously, but he had a lot of animals and so on, like cows, pigs, also, for example, horses. And I was kind of like in charge of going there every now and then to see like the milk and all that stuff. But I really wasn't like full time. I think it's water and seeds. I'm not sure what those seeds are for though. I'm confused. Let me know if you know what this is though. By the way, this guy's like 3 years old, like maybe 6 years old max. And this guy is like hard at work. Or this girl. I think it's a guy. I think it's a little kid though. I think it's a boy. I think it's a boy for sure.
Cuando vino el huracán María, nosotros estuvimos una semana y media aproximadamente sin acceso.
Wow. So basically, when the Hurricane Maria came, they didn't have access to their farm for like around a week and a half because obviously there's a hurricane outside, trees falling, crazy winds. Why would he want to be out there, okay? It's insane. It was crazy.
Así que ya nosotros empezábamos a notar la desesperación de las personas porque los suministros de alimentos se empezaban a agotar.
Oh, right. It's not like in the US, right? Where like, hey, you've been at home for a week, just order some Uber. No, it's kind of like you can't leave the house. There's no way to go out there and get food. What the heck are you supposed to do in your house locked up? That's a crazy problem right there. It's insane.
Nosotros pues nos sentíamos tranquilos.
So they're saying they actually felt calm during this whole process. I'm guessing because they have like land to live off. By the way, guys, I know this video is like with subtitles and it's like in Spanish, but there's subtitles. I'm also translating, so just chill out for a second. I'll translate, and by the end of this video, you'll be fluent in Spanish. No guarantees, you can't sue me.
Esto es un trabajo familiar. Agricultura familiar.
Alright, so this is obviously like a family business thing. And by the way, honestly, I told my fiance this, you know, when I buy a house, I want a house with a lot of acres. But when I think about having animals there and like having to wake up, feed the pigs, feed the cows, all this stuff, it's kind of like exhausting to me. So if I do ever do that, like I have a lot of acres, but I want animals that don't really need my help that much, you know, like maybe like horses or like cows and so on. I think, but what I really want to like, you know, like, I don't know, man. Chickens are good, you know, like the eggs and stuff like that. That's good. Anything else, like, do I really want to, like, you know, like a cow? I don't really want to do anything to an animal, you know, but I do eat them. So is there a difference?
Frances and her husband, Rolando, are sustainable farmers in Puerto Rico. They live on a farm outside of Utuado with their 2 boys.
All right, guys, so you guys wanted English, and we got English, okay? It only took around 57 seconds, okay? If you made it here, leave a clap in the comments, okay? We're here.
They met in college and both graduated with their bachelors in
Wow.
agricultural science.
Wow. So these are people that graduated agricultural science and actually put their degrees to work and built like their own sustainable habitat. That's insane right there, guys. That's insane. That's insane right there.
Luego que ambos nos graduamos de la universidad, conseguimos un trabajo en el Departamento de Recursos Naturales.
They worked there for 2 years, but
so basically they did get a job in the Department of Agriculture in the government and so on, but I guess they quit. What happened?
let go in 2009. when an economic crisis on the island forced thousands of government workers to be laid off.
Wow. So imagine getting a job to work for the government, and now that whole department has been basically wiped out. But you had to go to school for 4 years, right? That's insane. That's why you want to make sure whatever degree you do get is not that dependable on the government, because you never know exactly what's going to happen there. But, you know, hindsight, everything worked out for them. But imagine 2009, 2009 when like the 2008 like housing crash like market happened, right? So maybe that's what happened here too.
It was then when they started looking for farmland and began to work.
Oh, so that's how they do the planting. So those are literally like that's the soils, and they go ahead and start planting there. What are they planting though?
In agroecological farming.
Siempre estuvimos bien presentes que íbamos a trabajar en la tierra. Así que fue, por así decirlo, una oportunidad para empezar antes de lo que nosotros esperábamos que
All right, so she's basically saying that this was actually an opportunity because basically being let go of the job, she got the chance to actually go ahead and start doing whatever she actually wanted to do, which is basically work on the land, okay? Pretty cool.
Immediately after Maria, while the rest of the island was worried.
Well, that's a pit bull, guys. I love pit bulls, but I also love German Shepherds a lot more. What's your favorite dog, guys? I want to know, you know, like I like German Shepherds a lot because my friend had one. But pit bulls are really nice too. This might be a pit bull or it might just be a mutt. I don't care. The dog looks pretty cool.
About their food supply, they had their crops. They grow their own food free of toxins and pesticides and sell it directly to their customers at organic markets. They also have a delivery system that families.
By the way, it's so interesting how people basically like grow their own food. It's not that simple. Obviously, you have to grow, for example, like your meats, like your chickens, your goats, your cows. If you do eat goats, I don't really do that type of stuff. But overall, it's kind of like it's always been complicated for me. Like okay, how do you make sure that everything is like is sprouting on time? You can actually eat it, and like how do you make sure you always have enough? It's complicated for me, but I guess I haven't studied it, so that's why I don't understand it.
Families can sign up for. They prepare packages filled with an assortment of what they cultivate at the farm and deliver it to families every 2 weeks.
Miren a ver si hay gusanito.
So they actually built an entire business, guys, right? An entire full-blown business around this. It's not just, hey, I'm going to live on the land, but I'm going to thrive off the land. That's awesome. I respect that.
A las plantitas que ayer.
I think that's lettuce, guys.
Fue fuerte el huracán y no esperábamos que fuera así tan fuerte.
Yo, that hurricane, guys, literally devoured houses, you know? Remind me of a hurricane that actually, was it the Hurricane Maria also that affected Tortola, the Virgin Islands? I saw things like wooden houses gone, devastated. Insanity, man.
Pero siempre se consigue alimento. Por ejemplo, todas las raíces estaban, así que teníamos ensalada.
Okay, so you're saying even though the hurricane came, we still have, for example, the roots, so we got lettuce and all that stuff. And by the way, tell me, if you do move there, what are you going to do about the hurricanes? You know, I was talking to my accountant, he said, tell me, whenever there's a hurricane in Florida, we just basically take a plane and go to Texas or to like North Carolina or whatever, right? Same for me, guys. You know, hurricanes, we get like announcements like every week or like maybe like 10 days in advance. So if there is one like a big scare, I'll just go to another like somewhere else, you know. I'm very privileged to do that, but you know, it's awesome to be able to do that. You know, I'm not gonna stay there and go through that whole thing, man. It's very dangerous stuff.
En ningún momento nos vimos desesperados porque no teníamos suministros de alimentos.
So that's awesome. She's saying that basically in no occasion did she find herself under stress because she didn't have any like nutrition, right? Any food. By the way, guys, I should be a translator at this point. You guys respect that, right? Like, should I be a translator? Like, just quit YouTube and all the stuff and just go out there and just translate. I think so.
Una preocupación muy grande es la comida, porque nosotros somos una isla pequeñita. Si aquí sucede una catástrofe o algo así bien grande como el huracán, quedamos incomunicados. O sea, no puede llegarnos comida de otro lugar.
Wow. So he's saying we're a small island. Anything happens, we get cut off. Then what are we supposed to do? You know, we have no way to actually get anything. It's kind of like because of the Cuban Missile Crisis, how everybody like cut off Cuba, but they still managed to like do what they got to do. You know, and Puerto Rico is a very small.
Sé que depende.
I think you can drive like the whole island like in 3 hours. So like if you go from one side to the next side, that's like 3 hours. One side to the next, like around 3 hours. Like tell me where you can ever drive like for 6 hours to completely just go over an island. It's insane.
De lo que tengamos aquí.
For over 400 years, Puerto Rico's economy was based on agriculture, focused on sugarcane,
Yeah, the Virgin Islands, man, and well, not the Virgin Islands, but also the Caribbean as a whole. Sugar is such a big thing over there. Like sugar exports, plantain exports, banana exports, coffee exports, chocolate exports. Well, it's a lot of exports, obviously, but they make a lot of money from that stuff, you know.
tobacco, and citrus fruits.
Yeah, tobacco too.
Today, the island imports around 85% of its food for consumption.
Wow, why? That's very insane, right? Well, it does make sense, right? Like you can produce something or get it for cheaper from somewhere else. It just does make more sense. I get it also. It's not just like I can do it myself. It's more like if I can buy it for cheaper, why would I go ahead and do the whole labor myself? That's a watermelon? No, that's a yam, guys. I think so. I don't know what the heck that vegetable is. I think it's a vegetable for sure. That's where they live, guys. So that's a little wooden house. Like, how were they safe in that? Bro, look at that organic honey, bro, with peanut butter. Organic honey, toast, and peanut butter. That looks amazing. Gosh, I'm hungry right now. Guys, that looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting hungry right now. I'm gonna end this video right now and just go eat something.
La agricultura agroecológica es una oportunidad para muchas personas de generar su propio ingreso.
I love how farmers, they look so healthy because, you know, it's like so much exercise, like physical exertion, and also just like healthy eating. If they do eat healthy, it's look very healthy people. Maybe a little dirty, but it's just because basically I'm in the dirt and I'm in the hotness all day. He looks exactly like my grandfather. My grandfather comes home, he's so dirty. Like whenever he's gonna sit down, we have to put like a towel because, you know, he's so dirty to the point where if he's in the chair, he messes up the whole chair. When I used to go out with him, I used to come home so dirty also. It's not like an offensive thing. It's just like an obvious thing, right? You can basically look at it.
Es una economía local, algo que se genera completamente aquí.
They probably make their own bread and everything too. Guys, I didn't hear what they said. I can't translate. I'm sorry. This is something we're gonna have to figure it out and just like just act like we understand what he said.
El hierbajo, la maleza que sacamos en este banco, pues se la vamos a dar ahora de alimento a los conejitos.
Oh wow! So they actually have rabbits. Guys, crazy story here, but people actually eat rabbits. Do you guys know that? People eat rabbits. Okay, in the Dominican Republic, people eat rabbits. I'm not sure in Puerto Rico if they do it, but people do eat rabbits, okay? Interesting. Have I ever tried rabbit? The answer is no. I've been told it tastes like chicken, though. I'm just gonna eat chicken. Okay, I'm not eating a rabbit.
Queremos estar independientes del agua, de la luz, de los alimentos. Por eso sembramos. Próximamente vamos a colectar agua de lluvia. Ahora mismo no tenemos luz, pero en agenda está tener placas solares para tener una neverita pequeña y así poder preservar algunos alimentos.
Interesting. Guys, by the way, we actually have rabbits in my house. Like my sister just bought some, like in DR. It was like, I don't know like how much it costs, honestly, but they're pretty, right? But overall, she's saying we're trying to be self-sufficient, so we're eventually gonna basically collect like spring water or like rainwater, and also get some like solar panels to basically just be like fully how do you say this? Fully non-reliant on energy or anything like that from anyone out there. But you know, if you get like a solar panel and there's like a storm, what do you do then? You know, like it's still weird.
Y básicamente eso, construcción, alimento, cosecha de agua y energía solar.
That's a lot of food for those rabbits.
Luego de María fue como una reafirmación de lo que estamos haciendo, que lo estamos haciendo bien y tenemos que sembrar más.
So she's saying that after Maria, the hurricane, it was just like a reaffirmation saying, hey, I'm doing good, I'm doing well, because if we were relying on other things, we would probably be messed up or whatever. It's kind of like after the pandemic, people said, you know what, if I'm like having an emergency fund, I'm investing, I'm doing things correctly. It's kind of like just like saying like, hey, you're good to go if you're doing everything good. So I respect that.
Yo me siento cómoda con este estilo de vida que tenemos.
By the way, she says she's feel comfortable with the whole like style of life, and so do I. It's a great style of life, you know. Chickens. By the way, chickens are not white, like just white feathered. I didn't interpret like a certain type of chicken, but I noticed that based in the Caribbean, most chickens are just like this, you know, like have a range of colors, range of types, but it's just all chicken, all right? It doesn't taste that different. It just tastes normal, but I used to think like chickens were just always like white feathered and like with the like the red thing up here and like the beak. No, it's not always like that. And some of them actually don't even have any like feathers here. So it's like a long neck.
Y sé que de esta manera se puede vivir y se puede vivir muy bien.
And by the way, the reason they put basically like the corn on the floor is because, for example, they can have treats to eat during the winter because it's also there and there's something to pick at, and that's why they don't give it for them in like a metal thing or whatever. I know a lot about agriculture, guys. Like I know enough to like basically survive for 1.5 days. I'm pretty good. By the way, I think 6 chickens, like 6 hens and like one I think maybe like 3 hens, which is basically like a woman chicken, and 1 rooster can give you around like 12 eggs, I think, a week, like a dozen eggs a week, and that is awesome. Like how much more do you need, you know? I definitely need like a chicken coop in my house, but then you also have like what do you call those things, like predators? So it's something to keep an eye out for too. Alright guys, so that right there was pretty awesome. Now I told you guys there was going to be a level of finance to this, and I think I was a level of finance here, right? If you have a family living basically on nothing and growing everything that you have and building a house right there. Now I'm kind of sad that I didn't go into detail about how much money they spent and basically like the house, how much it costs. But overall, I'm curious, okay? If you could, per se, would you live like this? Like, let me know. Would you mind living off the land completely? And by the way, living off the land is kind of like a full-time job. Because you got to go out there, you got to collect the food, got to do everything. And it's kind of like you have to work hard, very hard at it, right? For me, I like the idea of having a lot of land. Like having chickens like for eggs and so on. And maybe like cows for like milk. Not really, I don't really drink milk at all. It's interesting. And horses and so on. But I don't think I really want to live this type of lifestyle. It's so much time being taken up, and honestly, this is not my style. But I wouldn't mind buying a farm, though. I'll buy a farm, and I'll have it there to make me passive income. And also have the farmer, for example, raise some of my animals. Okay, that would be pretty cool, okay? Everything you want without all the headache and all the hard work. And we call that arbitrage, guys, okay? But I'll see you guys next time. Comment down below. Let me know what you would do. And as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified. And by the way, if you guys have a video you want to react to, well, just link it down below. That one can go over there and react to it also. Now, guys, I also have 2 other channels called the Tommy Bryson channel, which is my main channel, which I post there every single day also. And also the Ask Tommy Bryson channel, where I post there every single day also, where I take your calls one-on-one and talk to you guys for free for 30 minutes from Monday to Friday from 12 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. And as always, peace.